Hi guys, I'm Christopher and this is basically everything. This is a bit of an impromptu video, but I wanted to teach you how to properly process an entire chicken. I got one of these bad boys, 3 whole chickens, $19. I'm sure you've been in the grocery store and seen this and thought to yourself, what the heck am I gonna do with 3 whole chickens? Well, if you learn how to portion it, you can save all the parts in the freezer for later and use the bones for stock. It's like having your own little variety pack of chicken. Breasts, legs, thighs, and well, if you watch that video, you know what to do with the chicken wings, right? Alright, let's talk about what you're going to need, tools and ingredients. First, you're going to start with a cutting board. Then you're going to need a sharp knife. If you don't have one of these big old bad boys, a regular kitchen knife will do. You just have to make sure it's sharp. Now, if this is something you want to get further into with this butchering and so forth, getting a boning knife is useful. They're flexible and good for getting into all the nooks and crannies and so on. But otherwise, one of these standard kitchen knives, as long as it's sharp, will do the trick. You're going to need some good food-safe gloves as well. As far as the ingredients, you're going to need, just a chicken, a whole chicken. Okay, let's get started. First, start by removing the truss, the string that goes all the way around the chicken. That's used to keep the limbs in tight, so when you roast the whole chicken, it cooks more evenly. Great. Now take a look here. You see how there's this flesh kind of going in between the leg and the chicken? You got to just kind of score into that, and that's going to separate the leg. You see how it kind of just falls off to the side like that. Once you've gotten the flesh separated between the leg and the chicken, just gonna put your knife down, grab the whole thing and pop the joints right out of it. You're gonna hear and feel that when it happens. And then the legs can kind of just flop off to the side, all spread eagle or spread chicken or whatever. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the breast. Locate the cartilage right in between. You can feel it with your fingers. Using the tip of your knife, actually, you know what, hold on a second. Let's talk about the knife for a second. This is the point of the knife. Right below it is the tip. And you'll notice how it curves down into the edge. And the reason it curves down like that is so you can use the knife in sort of a rocking motion to glide through hard vegetables like potatoes and carrots. The next part is the heel, and this is used primarily for getting through the tough stuff like bones. The top part is the spine, and the very back part is the butt. Butt. Okay, now we're going to go back to the chicken. We've located the cartilage in between the breast with our finger, and we're going to use the tip of the knife to score on either side of it. See how it kind of connects on the bottom? Just go ahead with the tip of the knife, get rid of that. Now, feel the cartilage. Make sure using the tip of the knife, it's angled towards the cartilage. You should feel it sliding down against the cartilage. Just nice slides with the tip of your knife and it'll come across. At this point, you're gonna hit a little bit of a roadblock. That's the chicken wing. See here, that's the joint. From here, you can either separate the breast from the wing by slicing in here, or on the other side and you can keep the wing attached. I'm just gonna go ahead using the tip of my knife, slice the breast right away from the wing. And the only thing that's left connecting is this flesh. Cut that off and there's your breast. This is the chicken tender, that's used for chicken strips. And you should see here, there shouldn't be a lot of meat. All right, nice work. Okay, exact same thing on the other side. Using the tip of your knife, dragging it along the side of the cartilage so you don't damage the meat, glide it down through nice and easy. Once you locate the chicken wing joint, cut around that and separate the breast. Easy as that, guys. Okay, moving on to the thigh, or the whole leg actually. Using your fingers, identify this sort of bone right here. This is where the leg connects to the actual hip or the rest of the chicken. And using your finger, you're going to identify where the little ball is, that's the actual joint. You can feel it on both sides here. Now, if we move in real close, I'm going to show you like this. It's going to look kind of like a little white marble of sorts in there. See that? Take the actual tip of your knife and kind of place it right in between where the ball and that sort of side part of the bone is there. And just kind of comes straight down on it. Look at that, separates real easy. You can see where the joint actually connected into the side of the chicken there. Now you just take the tip of your knife and go through the rest of the thigh. That's it, the whole leg is off. Nice work. Move on to the other side and do the exact same thing. You're identifying the side of the chicken, slice right into it until you can see the ball, the joint, pop right in there and slide the knife down and separate the two. Just cut the rest away. Easy. Nice work. Okay, let's move on to the chicken wings. Exactly the same thing. Locate the joint. This one's a lot weaker, so all you really need to do is get your knife right in between the joint and where it connects to the chicken and just cut right through it. Same thing on the other side. Locate the joint, put your knife right in between and cut that bad boy right off. That's it. Okay, and the rest can get roasted with a mirepoix for a nice stock. Nice work. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to remove the thigh from the drum. There's even a little line here that you can easily just score along. Once you do that, locate the joint, just like before. See that in there? take the tip of your knife or the point and get right in there and press the knife right through. Just the same as the thigh from before. That's it. Separate it. There's your thigh and there's your drum. Nice work. Okay, next we're going to remove the bone from the thigh. Feel in there so you can see exactly where the bone is using, again, the tip of your knife. Slide it right along the actual bone. You want to expose the bone. And you're going to continue doing it just like this, sort of surgically removing the meat from around the bone. Continue on just like that until you can kind of get your finger underneath in between the meat and the bone. Once you're able to do that, all you need to do is take your knife and separate the bone from the thigh. At this point, I'm kind of doing this the awkward way. I thought I was doing it for the benefit of the camera. Really, I'm just kind of being a moron here. But try to keep the meat on the cutting board, that way you don't hurt yourself. Okay, now what you can kind of do is butterfly it out. Just sort of light little scores to kind of open it up like this. The idea is to kind of get it nice and flat. That way you can line it with something like prosciutto or spinach or whatever the heck you want and roll it up like that. The bone can be used for the stock. Okay. Onto the chicken wing. Exact same process. Hey, if you happen to see any of these little feathers in there, just go ahead and pluck them out. There's really nothing to it. All right, so exactly the same as before. We're going to sort of locate and expose the joint. So the first thing you're going to have to do is cut away the flesh around it so that you can expose it. The wing has this little flap in the middle, so just take the tip of your knife, put it on the cutting board properly this time. Great, thanks. Separate it right down there just like that, and then continue the score along the line, and then you'll be able to expose the joint. And exactly the same as before. Place the point or tip of your knife right into where that joint is, press into it, slide through real easy. Separates just like that, no problem. So there's a little drumette, and then from there, the other side is the wing, and we're going to remove that kind of flap. I tend to remove it just because it just sort of ends up burning. It doesn't taste good, but some people like it, so you can leave it on if you want. But this is really simple. Expose a joint and then cut right through it to take it off. Just the same, real easy. Nice job, that's the whole chicken. Okay guys, well that's basically everything about that. If you found the video useful, please hit the like button or leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you can see what project videos we're coming up with next. I'm going to be doing fresh pasta. I'm going to teach you how to do 2 different types of dough, with and without egg, using the machine, a few different types of pasta, and the traditional sauces from Italy that would go with them. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed everything. Remember, you only get the things in life that you don't do, so have fun and try new things. Ciao!